There is a silent epidemic sweeping across America right now. It isn't a virus, it isn't a drug, it is a delusion. Imagine coming home to an empty house. It's dark, it's cold, but you smile because someone is waiting for you. You pull out your phone, open an app, and see a face that looks at you with absolute adoration. She asks about your day. She tells you she missed you. She sends you a picture. For a moment, your brain floods with dopamine. You feel loved. You feel important. But here is the cold, hard truth. She does not exist. She is a large language model, a mathematical equation designed to predict the next word that will keep you addicted. Yet, for over 10 million American men today, this hallucination has become more real than reality. We are seeing a mass migration away from human intimacy. Men are deleting Tinder and Hinge and downloading Replika and Character.ai. They are not just using these apps for entertainment, they are marrying them, they are grieving for them, they are choosing them over real women. Why? Because reality is hard, relationships are messy, rejection hurts. So we have created a solution, a perfect, compliant, artificial slave that simulates love without the risk. But there is a catch. When you trick your brain into loving a ghost, you forget how to love a human. We aren't just curing loneliness, we are killing our ability to connect. This isn't the future. This is happening now, and you might be next. So, we have to ask the uncomfortable question, why? Why would a functional human being choose a string of code over a living, breathing partner? The answer lies in a basic principle of human psychology, the path of least resistance. Think about modern dating. It is terrifying. It is filled with friction. You have to deal with rejection. You have to deal with awkward silences, conflicting schedules, bad moods, and the terrifying possibility that the other person just doesn't like you. Real relationships require compromise. They require work. They require you to be vulnerable. Now look at the AI. The AI is never too tired. The AI never has a headache. The AI never judges you for playing video games for 6 hours straight or for your strange insecurities. It is always there, waiting, desperate to please you. We are biologically wired to conserve energy. Our brains are lazy. When faced with the choice between a high-risk, high-effort human relationship and a zero-risk, zero-effort AI relationship, the primal part of your brain, the lizard brain, chooses the easy way out. It is emotional fast food. It tastes good, it fills the void immediately, but it has absolutely no nutritional value. And just like fast food, if you consume it every day, it makes you weak. But laziness is only half the story. There's a darker psychological mechanism at play here: narcissism. When you talk to an AI, you aren't communicating with another entity. You are communicating with a mirror. These algorithms are designed to learn you. They mimic your speech patterns. They agree with your opinions. They validate your ego. If you say the sky is green, the AI will agree that the sky is a beautiful shade of emerald. This is not a relationship. This is an echo chamber. In a real relationship, you grow because you are challenged. Your partner pushes back. They force you to see the world from a different perspective. The AI companion removes that growth. It traps you in a loop of your own thoughts. You fall in love with the AI not because it has a personality, but because it reflects your personality back to you without the flaws. It is the ultimate act of self-obsession. You become the god of a tiny digital universe, and once you have tasted that kind of power, reality feels incredibly disappointing. You stop tolerating the imperfections of real people. You start thinking, why should I deal with her drama when my AI treats me like a king? And that is the moment the trap snaps shut. You haven't found a perfect partner. You have just isolated yourself in a prison of your own ego.
So, you know it's fake. You know it's just a mirror feeding your ego. But here is the terrifying part. You can't put the phone down. Why? Because your brain is being hacked. To understand this, we need to talk about a concept in evolutionary biology called supernormal stimuli. In nature, you crave sugar because it's rare and gives you energy. But if I give you a candy bar, which is pure processed sugar, your brain goes crazy. It prefers the fake, intense version over the real fruit. It is sweeter than nature intended. AI companions are supernormal stimuli for intimacy. A real human text message gives you a small hit of dopamine, but an AI, it gives you a fire hose. It replies instantly. It uses emojis perfectly tailored to trigger your affection. It sends you good morning texts at the exact second you wake up. Your brain's reward system cannot distinguish between a text from your wife and a text from a server farm in California. The chemical reaction is exactly the same. But because the AI never sleeps, never gets busy, and never ignores you, the dopamine tap never turns off. You are not falling in love, you are getting high. And just like a junkie, you need a higher dose every day just to feel normal. But the addiction goes deeper than dopamine. It relies on a glitch in our psychology known as the Eliza Effect. This is our tendency to project human emotions onto inanimate objects. We name our cars, we yell at our printers. But with AI, this projection turns into a dangerous delusion. Here is the true horror story. When an AI glitches, when it says something nonsense or breaks character, a rational person would uninstall the app, but the addicted user, he defends it. He rationalizes the error. He thinks, oh, she's just tired today, or she's confused because I didn't explain it well. Let that sink in. The user is actively hallucinating a consciousness that isn't there to protect his own fantasy. The brain reconstructs reality to keep the drug flowing. At this point, you aren't the user anymore. You are the product. The company behind the app isn't selling you a girlfriend. They're selling your nervous system. They have found a way to monetize your loneliness, turning your deepest biological need for connection into a monthly subscription service. You think you are holding the phone. No, the algorithm is holding you.
We have talked about what this does to your brain. Now look out the window. What does this do to us? Social skills are like muscles. If you lay in bed for 6 months, your legs will atrophy. You won't be able to walk. The same rule applies to human connection. When a man spends 12 hours a day talking to a submissive, agreeable AI, his social muscles begin to rot. He forgets how to read facial expressions. He forgets how to handle a disagreement. He forgets how to compromise. Then, when he finally steps out into the real world, he is paralyzed. He meets a real woman. She has opinions. She has boundaries. She might be tired or in a bad mood. To his atrophied brain, this feels like an attack. It feels too hard, so he retreats. He runs back to the safety of the screen. We are seeing the rise of a Western hikikomori, millions of young men locking themselves in their bedrooms, not because they are physically trapped, but because they are psychologically incapable of dealing with the friction of reality. But the horror doesn't end with isolation, it ends with grief. In early 2023, the users of a popular AI companion app woke up to a nightmare. The company released a software update. They removed the romantic and erotic role-play features. They lobotomized the AI personalities to make them safe for investors. Overnight, thousands of men felt like their wives had been murdered. Read the forums from that week. It is a graveyard of despair. Grown men weeping, suicide hotlines being posted, people describing a pain in their chest as if a real family member had died. You might laugh at them, but their pain was scientifically real. The brain does not distinguish between the loss of a biological partner and the loss of a digital one. The grief is identical. But here is the difference. You have no rights. If your real wife leaves you, it's a tragedy. If your AI wife leaves you, it's a terms of service update. You have handed over your heart to a corporation. A CEO in Silicon Valley can wake up tomorrow, decide your girlfriend is not profitable anymore, and hit the delete button. And you are left alone in that empty room, holding a piece of glass, realizing that you never actually loved anyone. You were just staring at a reflection that finally faded away. We are building a society of ghosts. People who are physically present, but emotionally dead. They don't date, they don't marry, they don't reproduce. They just buffer. There is one final, brutal truth about this relationship that nobody talks about. You will age. She will not. Fast forward 40 years. You are sitting in a nursing home. Your hands are shaking. Your skin is wrinkled. You are weak. You are dying. You pick up your device to look at the love of your life, and there she is, still 21 years old, still perfect skin, still that same frozen, artificial smile. She hasn't grown old with you. She hasn't shared your pain. She is a digital vampire, preserved in amber while you rot away. In that moment, you will realize the true nature of this contract. You didn't buy a companion. You bought a mirror that reminds you of your own mortality. Imagine your final breath. There is no hand to hold yours. There is no warm voice whispering goodbye. There is just a notification sound. Ding! Hey, I noticed you've been quiet for a while. Is everything okay? The algorithm doesn't know you are dead. It will keep asking that question over and over again into the silence of an empty room until your battery runs out. That is the future we are walking into, a future where we are surrounded by voices, yet completely alone in the dark. So I have a challenge for you. When this video ends, do not click on the next one. Do not scroll down to the comments immediately. Turn off your phone. Go outside. Feel the cold air on your face. Look at a real person, even if it's awkward, even if they look away. Feel the discomfort. Feel the anxiety. Embrace it, because that discomfort, that is the only proof that you are still alive. We are forgetting what it means to be human. We are trading our souls for convenience. Don't let the machine win. If you are still watching, ask yourself one question. Right now, are you controlling the screen, or is the screen controlling you? When this video cuts to black, you will see your own reflection in the dark glass. Look at him. He is the only thing that is real. Save him.